There we go, and on three, boom. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, from the Flying Can Ranch down here at Cedar Creek Lake, Texas. A while back, I got into a deal with a Urex Synergies, and I didn't have any luck with it. I never could get it to shoot. So, with that being said, I took it back to the store, was going to exchange it, and talked to them. Went in the back, saw a couple of things that thought would make a difference. So, I asked if I could do it that way, if I could trade for something different. They were good with that. Real good people down there. By the way, that is Academy of Sports over there in Waxahachie, Texas. I believe that's where it all went down at. So let's talk about what we did. Check this out. This is the Benjamin Trail MP Mark II. Nice big pistol right here. And this is one of the items I traded on. Now this will be a 177 caliber. They claim it kicks out about 625 feet per second. I'm sure that's with alloy pellets in most cases. So when you read these things in online or whatever, and they give you a feet per second, it's usually with alloy pellets. Some places do split apart, you know, what the lead speed is and what the alloy pellet speed is. Crossman on their website is very good at doing that. So we're looking at something that has a rifle barrel. It is a gas piston type on your charging thing instead of spring. It weighs in at about 3.44 pounds, and the overall length is 16 inches. It does have some nice green type fiber optics on the rear sight, and a nice red one on the front sight. I also included in that package, we'll see if we'll do this smoothly, is this. You just slide it right off. A little charging handle. And it makes cocking this thing a lot easier. Now I'll give you a little history. Yeah, it slides right back on there. I had an earlier version, one of these, and I just never could get it to, number one, really hit accurately. I had the rear sight like way up in the air. And it just didn't have any power. I actually bought it before we went on vacation down in Oklahoma, and the people we were staying with had an abandoned house next door, and I actually shot at a window of the abandoned house, and it would not break the glass. It was amazing for what they said it did. And I think that one was rated at 600 feet per second, just a little less. So when I was in the store, we'll flip it around here, I just happened to see this when I said, you know, I'll give it a shot. Now this is a big gun. It really is. Oh, another thing I forgot to tell you is you've got a little safety right down here at the bottom that you just click in, and then when you click it back to your left, it'll show red. There's your safety. I've done some shooting with this. Might do some shooting today, I'm not sure yet. And it will puncture a metal can. Now one can's a little thicker, the other one is denting it pretty good. Now bear in mind this hasn't been broke in yet, so it probably takes a good 100 dots to get it broke in. Now, noteworthy things on this is it's a heavy gun. I wish they would have checkered this piece right here in the front, because I use that pretty good when I'm taking aim on, especially on something this size. And another thing I noted on this, unlike the Hatsan, this has got a really large grip. I'll show you an example, because that's my hand wrapped around that grip, and I can't even barely touch my fingers together. Of course, I couldn't do it with that hand, but we'll get to that later someday. But this does hit. So I'm able to, you know, cock it, aim it. Cocking ever isn't all that bad. I wouldn't definitely call it a used gun, but it does hit, does pretty good. Other than the handle, and they didn't checker this piece right here, I mean, it'll pop through the aluminum can pretty good. And I guess if you maybe wanted to get rid of a rat or something, it might be good for that. I wouldn't use it. You can maybe take out a squirrel with it, but be a little inhumane in my opinion, but I don't hunt anymore anyway. So let's see if we can take the camera down and set it up. Maybe we'll drop a couple rounds out of it. I think I've covered about everything I can cover with it, standing here being myself. And later on today I'm going to try to make a video about what else I trade it for, and I've got to play with that a little bit. And then I've got some other exciting things coming up that I just did at a whim. So let's get this over here. Let's see if we can make it line up. May or may not. Well, it looks like it's gonna. I've got some metal cans sitting there at the bottom, and we'll see if we can hit some things and have a little fun. Bear with me. Oh, I missed it. Well, that worked out. Missed one of them. We'll walk over here and see if we can. So you can see an aluminum can. It'll put a hole in that pretty good and kind of pop out the other side. This can here is a thicker metal can, and you can see where it's just kind of denting it. It's not really breaking it apart. And on this one here, you may have heard that this one started to kind of come back at me. But it doesn't go all the way through. It'll puncture it, but it won't go all the way through. If you're going to use cans on this, I would suggest just stick with the aluminum. You'll be all right. If it gets broken, it does better. All the power to it. Oh, I lost it. No, I didn't. Here we go. I'll set this back up here. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out is when you're caulking this little booger, this sometimes, there it went back on. Sometimes it'll get a little loose on you. I just didn't get it pressed on all the way. I thought about gluing it in place, but there it is. That's the Benjamin Trail MP Mark II. By the way, there's just one more thing I'd like to show y'all along with this video, and I am happy with that gun. I mean, just for playing with. A little something I picked up at, I think I got it at Walmart. that if you do a lot of pistol shooting or rifle shooting, oh, I almost tripped, is this cool little tray thing I bought here for, I'm not sure if I'm letting you see it real well, for putting all your, whoops, down here, for putting all your pellets in. And you can find it over like the tool section. And I've got mine rigged up to where, you know, various pellets, and it's got two different, you know, you can grab the little booger and kind of like a tackle box, just rotate it back like so. I don't know if I'm showing you this very well. So you got both sides of it lifted out like that, and I've got my higher calibers down in there. So I just want to share that with you real quick as a real good way to store pellets instead of all these different tins laying around. You can label them however you want, and I think that about sums it up. So you got to see the pistol, and it looked real good, shot real good. I missed one time, but these aren't really expensive. You can probably pick one up for about, I love the way they say $99.99 or something like that, but for someone that, you know, wants to get in and maybe wants something a little smaller to shoot, this would be it right here. So appreciate y'all watching, and you have a great day. It's going to get very hot. It's already 91 degrees heat indices here, and by the time I do the second video, it's probably going to be a lot hotter. So I appreciate y'all watching, and that's how we do it at the Flying Can Ranch. Have a good day.